Hello, so I'm doing a video. I went to go onto Facebook to do a Facebook Live, and it's the 20th of March 2021, and I've just gone onto Facebook to do a live because I wanted to share about mental health and some skills, and that's what I'll go into in a minute. And it turns out that I've been banned from doing, it's the first time I've ever been banned for doing Facebook Lives because I shared something on Facebook, which is actually a fact. I can't state what it is exactly here because it will ban me again, but it's in regard to something that actually happened in history in the Second World War, and what somebody said, how they did things, how they got to that point. And it's actually a quote from this person from the trials that were held afterwards. And for that, I got an instant 24-hour ban. And since then, I've been banned from doing any Facebook Lives, which is interesting. Thank you, Facebook, for doing that. But why am I here? So I wanted to just jump on, do a quick Facebook Live, but I'm doing it here instead, sharing about there's some amazing skills that I was taught because I was involved in a serious accident and it was life-altering. And basically it's called the Three Pillars, and it's to, keep off depression. And there's 3 pillars, and basically just imagine our mental health is sitting on top of 3 columns. And column number 1 is sense of joy. Column number 2 is sense of achievement. Column number 3 is being around people. So I know being around people is harder than usual right now, but I will share how I got around that in how I dealt with it when I was in hospital anyway. So first of all, sense of joy. So you just got to keep the levels all the same. Soon, imagine there's a roof on top of these pillars. If one of the pillars starts dropping lower than the others, your roof's going to fall, and that's your mental health. So every day, just check in with yourselves and check what your levels are at. So you can do things to help you. So sense of joy. What can you do daily or every few days? What can you do that brings you joy? Could be colouring in, it could be running, it could be, we're in a different place right now, but what can you do that you really enjoy and brings you joy? Listening to a song that brings you joy, that makes you feel good. What can you do that makes you feel good? And something I've started to do recently, and it's been quite a difficult time, and I've never thought ever that I would ever be gardening in my life. But I actually, just been knocked. The phone's been knocked by my little friend. Hello. And it brings me so much joy. And it's also is the word holistic? It's very, very good. Gardening is just by planting a seed, because you see it grow and you get an achievement from that, which is the next pillar. So pillar number 2, sense of achievement. What can you do either step by step towards a goal or do something that brings you achievement? Sense of achievement. So just like I said, I've been doing the gardening, I've been planting seeds. That brought me joy in watering them, but now the achievement in seeing them growing, it really brings me even more joy. So I would really recommend it. Even if you can't plant it in a garden, if you can plant it anywhere, it's seeing that seed grow. There's actually occupational therapy. So it's actually part of an occupational therapy to gardening is really good for that. Or growing from seed. And like I said, it brings the joy, and it also brings the achievement, and you can instantly see it. Not instantly, obviously, but very soon afterwards you can see it within a couple of days. Or what else can you do that brings you achievement? Just take steps towards a goal. You know, yes, we are in a current situation of lockdown or whatever, but you can still reach goals. You know, I've even started getting stickers and sticking them in a sticker album again, like I used to do when I was a kid. That just sticking the sticker in the right place feels like a sense of achievement. It's, you know, oh my God, it's not a massive thing, but it's subconscious level as well. So you're just sticking it and you've got it in the right place and you're collecting and whatever. You can, sense of achievement could be a health goal, could be anything, business goal, whatever it is. You know, just keep, you know, what brings you sense of achievement, or what can you do towards a goal that brings you sense of achievement. And that's pillar number 2. Pillar number 3 is being around people. Now, for the people who don't know me, I was actually involved in a car accident, and I was dead for over 12 minutes, and with no oxygen to brain. And anyway, I was in hospital and I was bedbound. At the beginning, I was bedbound. And I couldn't move. And at one point, I was in this little ward off the main ward, and it was just a single room. The TV bit didn't work. And I just had 3 walls in front of me. And I was just like, oh, you know, it was dark. When I say dark, it was just mentally dark. I was struggling. I didn't know why I'd ended up in hospital, because it just was out of the blue, obviously, because you lose a bit of memory when things like that happen. And anyway, what I did, the being around people bit, obviously I had lots of amazing friends that came and visited. Thank you. But also one of my friends, and you know who you are, thank you very much again, for sending photographs. She went on my FB and she printed photographs from there of my friends and family. And I stuck them up on the wall around me. And instantly, that made a big difference to me, because I couldn't even move, and I just suddenly had rays of sunshine all around me, and I've seen all these amazing faces, and it brought me joy. It's all about bringing joy, even when we're not feeling it. That's the point when we need to do it, is when we're not feeling it, and that's the challenge, but it is possible. And so, yeah, and also there's going for a walk. When you're going for a walk, you've still got people around you. Now, something I used to do when the restaurants are open, all of that, I used to get really low when it was coming up to the November, December time, because I used to work in theatre, and I've not been able to work in theatre since my accident for certain reasons. So I would get really down at that season, because I would always normally be working constantly. Like, I only ever had one day off in that season, which was Christmas Day. But I remember, and I was feeling down a lot at that season. And so, you know, even when I was feeling shit, and I was feeling shit, I knew that, because I knew the 3 pillars as well, being around people really helped on pillar number 3, I would take myself to the M&S cafe, and I used to sit in there and just have a tea and just have people around me. Obviously we can't do that right now, but you can go for walks, you know, you walk a day or whatever, and you also can put photographs of people you know and love around you. So there's 2 different ways of doing that. So sense of joy, what can bring you joy that you can do, and please try and bring yourself joy. If you can every day, amazing. If you don't want to, fair enough, but I know when people are depressed, and I'm not a doctor, I'm only coming from, you know, what my neuropsychologist taught me, in terms of, she taught me the 3 pillars, which is key in depression. So I'm taking it from her. And also I just know from my experience. So pillar number 1, sense of joy. What can you do to bring you joy? Just being in nature, hearing the birds, going for a walk and hearing the birds. And I did it, was it yesterday? I just went for a walk, and being in the now, rather than being on the phone or taking pictures on the phone, I made sure I didn't actually take my phone with me when I went for the walk. And I just was looking at nature, and I was looking at the ivy, and I was smelling the blossom and being in the moment. So yeah, that's sense of joy, sense of achievement, and being around others in the ways that you can legally right now. So yes, I just wanted to share that and say that I love you to everybody. You're doing really well. It's been like over a year now. What a year, what a challenge, but we can get through this, and I'm very much looking forward to giving you all a big hug very soon. But just keep going. Whenever you're going through a difficult patch, it always feels like it's going to go on forever. And this is something else. Through my recovery and legal, because of the accident, it felt like it was going on forever, and it was just really difficult and all that. But it doesn't always go on forever, actually, but it feels it. So it's just reminding yourself that it's not going to be forever, and that it will all be over soon. Like, this will be a tiny little speck in, you know, your lives of, you know, difficult part of life. Yes, I'm not, you know, I've lost family and friends. A lot of people have as well. I'm not going to share my personal views on what's going on. That's up for everyone to do their own research, you know, and what they want to believe is theirs. But going back to the 3 pillars, yeah, I just wanted to reach out and help anyone that's going through a difficult time right now. You've got this, and always don't be ashamed to share with someone that you're not okay. It's okay to not be okay. We've kind of built society up to say, no, I'm fine. But guess what? You're not fine underneath. Well, if you're not, I'm not saying you're not, but it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to open up to people. And especially if you're a man, like, it's even harder for a man to open up because society should train them not to. I mean, more recently, there's a movement going on with men in terms of, you know, connecting to their emotions more. And, you know, I think it's actually, I see men as stronger if they show their emotions. I see, well, men and women, I see them stronger if they show their emotions. So yeah, anyway, that's me bumbling on because I wasn't allowed to do an FB Live. So I've done it here, and hopefully it will load. Lots of love to you all. Bye.